What's up guys, welcome to the new Viego guide. This is gonna be for beginners and also for advanced Viego players, so hope you enjoy the video and let's start. For beginning, let's say something about Viego spells. Viego passive is most complicated of all his spells. When you hit any of his spells it will leave some kind of stack, or you can name it as you want, and that stack works for your next attack. Your next attack deal more damage and heal you, so it help in fights and clear. It also works for posing enemy shoms. After kill you can pose his enemy body and play his champ, so you get infinity ways to play, but you can't use their ults. You can only use Q, W and E, cause your ult works like escape from their body and it resets in every posed body, so you can have 5 ults in one fight. Viego Q is pretty simple, you just push your sword forward and it pierces through all things, so it good and pretty long spell for dealing damage in fights. Viego W is also pretty simple, you just hold it as long as you want and then dash where you want and release missile that stuns enemy you hit, but there is a catch, you can't dash through walls. Viego E is shadow, where you can hide from all players. It can be used for recall or in fight, cause it gave you bonus attack speed while you stay in the shadows. Viego ult is pretty useful spell, cause it deals lot of damage and it moves you forward, and it also makes you untargetable for few seconds, but when they cast spells like ignite on you before you ulting, it don't stop the spell damage. And that was all the spells, so now let's hop on some Viego combos, some for beginners, some for advanced players. Try them and see if you can manage to use them in normal game. Q animation cancel. This combo is great for team fight start because you get extra seconds for other spells. So start by Q and insta press E. Longer W, if enemy running away use this and they won't do it anymore. Start by W and hold as long as you need, then flash and stun. I think it's the most easy and most used combo, so just enjoy free kill. Longer R, start with W and keep going. While you came closer to enemy, use the W and dash forward and insatiently use your flash and R. If you can aim your W good enough, you also stun the enemy, and that is why this is my favorite combo of them all. Drake steal. Start with R, then flash and smite, and you end back where you started without being seen. And that was all the combos, so now let's hop on some runes which you can use for Viego in some cases. These runes I use the most. I use them with critical Viego build, cause it ALOW after 3 hits deal more damage, and it also gives you more golds for kills, and after you use dash it deals more damage, so this runes are most effective for playing against bruisers or against low HP shoms, sometimes also for not fedded tanks, but I wouldn't recommend this build for playing against tanks. You can get massively deleted by them, like when there will be 3 tanks in enemy team. Never use these runes. These runes are also for not playing against tanks, but these are different, cause these are not for dealing more damage, those are for playing more for late game. It gave you item haste, which is not that useful for Viego, and freeboots that can be useful for games where you don't need to dodge spells, cause you get them in 12 minutes, so you can't buy them before. Everyone now might say, wow, you can get 300 golds worth for just waiting 12 minutes, it must be geek deal. Yeah, it is great deal, but you must play against immobile team, or if you don't know how to dodge spells you can use them too. These runes are for normal build, so yeah, against tanks, cause Conqueror gives you after 6 hits more add and heal you a bit for every damage after it. There are against the boots runes, so again for matchups where you don't need to dodge spells or where is immobile shoms. These runes are again for normal build and against tanks, but now there is more golds for kill and more damage after dash, so your W and flash. That was all the runes, and now let's hop on some item build which you need to know to become better at building Viego. Jungle item, very difficult choice for junglers. There are 3 types of jungle items. First, red is great for playing against low HP enemies, so like Caitlyn, Kayle and others. The blue smite is very useful against high speed enemy like Hecarim or Lilia. And the green one is great when you need to survive for few seconds more, cause it gives you the shield after killing jungle camp, so chose is up to you. I prefer blue or red most times. Then Terra is first back, which might make you most impact for the whole game. Now this build is for the full crit Viego, which is now the most used build by me and overall the best in my opinion, so you build this item in you first back. On second back you have to build these items, or if you got enough gold you can build the collector and it will be faster. Third back you already know it's collector. Yay. Then there is a core build you always follow. On the left is against add and on the right is against app. On the top are for cases vere you use anti-heal and bottom are for the all other cases. Then fourth and fifth items there always the same shield bow for easy survive all the fight and infinity edge for more damage. It never changes unless you don't want to do damage and want to lose. Then last items. It always depends on situations. The top item is for second life, but I don't use it that much cause I always stay in middle of all enemy and still die, so I never use it. Middle one is when I do want to deal more damage and still survive and be more tanky, so brews are part of that build. The bottom item is always against lot of tanks for more damage. And there is also one item I didn't mention and it's Death's Dance. That item can be used full against super strong shoms who deals lot damage and can kill you really quickly. And that is all, guys. There are a lot of more viego build I can show you, but they will be in next video, so don't forget to like and subscribe to not miss them. Hope you enjoyed this video. Write in comments if you want more guides or tutorials for combos.